balloons popping, group chats exploding, a song you didn't ask for, sung by people half looking at their phones. That's what birthdays look like for most people. Now picture this: a quiet morning, no notifications, no performance, just you, your coffee, and a day that belongs to you, with zero expectations attached. One of these people is constantly anxious about whether they're loved enough. The other one already knows. Guess which is which. Let's be clear about who we're talking about here. We're not talking about people who forget their birthday because life got busy. We're talking about the ones who know exactly what day it is and choose to let it pass like any other Tuesday. No party, no cake, no announcement. Not because something's wrong, but because they simply don't feel the need. And this isn't some tiny group of outliers. Roughly 1 in 4 adults say they feel indifferent or even uncomfortable about celebrating their own birthday. So if that's you, you're not broken. You might actually be running ahead of everyone else, and here's why. Psychologists talk about something called external validation dependency. It sounds complicated, but it really just means this: how much do you need other people's reactions to feel okay about yourself? The higher that need is, the more your mood rises and crashes based on whether people notice you, praise you, or show up for you. Now, think about what a birthday celebration really is. Strip away the decorations, and it's a yearly test. Did people remember? Did they make the effort? Did enough of them show up? And if the answer disappoints you, it doesn't just sting. It can ruin your whole week. That's what high external validation dependency feels like. And this isn't just emotional. In 1992, researchers at UC San Diego studied something strange: death records. They found that people were statistically more likely to die in the weeks surrounding their own birthday, not from partying too hard, from stress. The psychological weight of that single day was, quite literally, enough to be fatal. But people who skip their birthdays tend to work differently. They run on what psychologists call an internal locus of control, which is just a fancy way of saying their sense of self-worth is built from the inside, not borrowed from the outside. They don't need one day a year to confirm that they matter. They already decided that a long time ago. And from a pure survival standpoint, that's a stronger design. You're running on your own engine. You don't stall when the applause stops. Now, let's go a layer deeper into how these people experience time. Every birthday is, by design, a timestamp. It says, "You are now 1 year older, the clock is ticking." And for a lot of people, that quiet countdown creates a low-level stress they can't quite name, a pressure to have achieved enough, experienced enough, lived enough by a certain number. But people who don't celebrate tend to measure their lives on a completely different scale. Instead of thinking "I'm 30" or "I'm 45", they define themselves by what they've been through: the lessons, the changes, the growth, not the number. Psychologists call this living through your experiential self rather than your chronological self. In plain terms, you are what you've lived, not how many candles would be on your cake. And here's what matters: people who think this way consistently report more meaning and less anxiety in their everyday lives. Nobody throws a birthday party for a tree, but a tree never stops growing. There's quiet power in that. Birthdays measure time, but time was never the point. Now let's talk about something I think everyone secretly relates to: the hidden cost of birthdays. Be honest with yourself. Have you ever felt stressed about your own birthday? The guest list, the expectations, wondering if people will make enough effort, or worse, too much effort, and now you have to perform gratitude you don't fully feel. That gap between what you hoped would happen and what actually happened. That's one of the most common sources of quiet, everyday disappointment. And it happens on repeat every single year. People who opt out have simply closed that gap. No expectation, no letdown, no performance, no exhaustion. And here's the part that surprises people. They don't connect with others less. They just connect differently. Their friendships don't activate because a calendar told them to. They reach out when it's real, when they actually think of someone, not when an app reminds them. That's not less connection, that's realer connection. Now, I'm not here to say celebrating your birthday is wrong. There's real warmth in people gathering for you. That feeling matters. But there's a difference between enjoying a celebration and needing one to feel whole. People who skip their birthdays haven't lost anything. They've just built a version of happiness that doesn't depend on a single day going right. That's not deprivation. That's the definition of freedom. So, which one are you? A birthday celebrator? Or what I like to call a birthday transcender? Tell me in the comments. And if this video shifted something in the way you think, hit like. It helps more than you know. Remember those two people at the beginning? The one with the balloons and the one with the quiet coffee? Now you know which one sleeps better at night.